My name is Uriel Chavez,
And my name is Javier Enriquez.
and today we're going to be looking at the legend of
La Llorona.
La Llorona, which means the weeping woman, is one of the most famous legends in Hispanic folk, folklore. In the most common version of the story, a woman named Maria becomes overwhelmed by grief and anger after being abandoned by the father of her children. In a moment of rage, she drowns her children in a river. After realizing what she has done, she is filled with guilt and regret. According to the legend, her spirit is cursed to wander the earth forever, crying and searching for her lost children. She is often described as a ghostly woman dressed in all white who can be heard weeping near rivers, lakes, and other bodies of water. Here are some pictures. La Llorona. La Llorona's story contains several important themes that have helped keep the legend alive for generations. One major theme is grief, as she endlessly mourns the loss of her children. The story also focuses on guilt and regret because she must live with the consequences of her actions forever. Another important theme is motherhood and the responsibilities that come with being a parent. The legend also explores punishment and consequences, showing how poor decisions can lead to lifelong suffering. Finally, the story teaches lessons about fear and morality, as it is often used to warn children and encourage responsibility and good decision making.
Act 2. Cultural importance. La Llorona reflects Hispanic culture by preserving traditions, values, and beliefs that have been passed down through generations. The legend emphasizes the importance of family, motherhood, and personal responsibility, while teaching lessons about the consequences of one's actions. It remains an important part of Mexican and Latin American folklore because family continues to share the story today. The legend has the legend has survived for centuries because it has been passed down through oral storytelling. Parents, grandparents, and community members have shared the story with younger generations, helping preserve cultural traditions. As the story spread throughout Mexico, Latin America, and the American Southwest, different families added their own details while keeping the central message the same. Because the legend has been shared for generations, many different versions have developed. In the most common version, La Llorona drowns her children and is cursed to search for them forever. Other versions connect her to historical figures as Malichine,
Malinche.
Malinche, or to indigenous and Aztec traditions. Researchers have also connected the story to Spanish folklore. Although the details vary, most versions focus on a grieving mother searching for her children.
Some pictures of the Malinche and indigenous or Aztec traditions.
Mhm. La Llorona continues to influence modern culture. The legend appears in books, artworks, movies, and popular culture. Films such as The Curse of La Llorona have introduced the story to new audiences, while many Hispanic families continue to tell the legend as a way of preserving cultural traditions and teaching important life lessons.
Act 3. Parallel legend, the Banshee. Although La Llorona is a well-known Hispanic legend, many cultures have similar stories. One example is the Irish legend of the Banshee. The Banshee is a female spirit from Irish folklore whose cry warns families that someone is about to die. The word Banshee comes from the Irish term Beanshe, meaning women of the fairy mound. Like La Llorona, stories about the banshee have been passed down through generations through oral storytelling. The banshee became an important part of. Yo,
What happened, gang?
did you hear that?
No, gang. I think you're tripping. There's none.
Maybe I am tripping. It's fine.
I guess, bro.
The banshee became an important part of Irish culture because her story helped people understand death, grief, and loss. Families shared stories about her for generations, making the legend a lasting part of Irish traditions. Through storytelling, the banshee became a symbol of mourning and remembrance. Because the legend was passed down orally, many different versions developed over time. Some stories describe the banshee as an old woman, while others portray her as a young woman. Some legends say she appears only to certain Irish families, while others claim she can appear to anyone.
Act 4.
4.
Comparing the legends. Both La Llorona and the Banshee are female spirits whose stories are connected to sadness, fear, and loss. La Llorona wanders while crying for children, and the Banshee cries to warn families that death is approaching one of their members. Their cries are one of the most recognizable parts of both legends. Both legends teach important lessons and reflect of the cultures they come from.
Beliefs of
Oh.
the cultures.
La Llorona is often used as a warning story for children, teaching them not to go to water at night or near any bodies of water. The the Banshee reflects Irish beliefs about death, the supernatural, acting as a warning that hopes. Yo, did you hear that? Dude, I actually heard that time.
I heard it too.
Should we look or
Let's go check.
just in case there's actually something?
You go that way.
Alright, I got you.
I think we're good over here.
Honestly, we're good over here.
It's almost like the yell was saying, "Ay, mis hijos."
Honestly, now that you say it, it kind of does.
I don't know. I think we should just continue.
I think so. Another similarity is that both legends survive through generations of oral storytelling. Families pass these stories down over hundreds of years, allowing them to become important parts of cultural identity. Even though these legends are hundreds of years old, they remain relevant today. La Llorona continues to appear in movies, books, and popular culture, while the Banshee remains a recognizable figure in Irish folklore and modern media. Their continued popularity shows that people are still interested in the lessons and cultural messages behind these legends.
Act 5. Conclusion. Throughout history, folklore has helped cultures preserve their traditions, beliefs, and values. Stories like La Llorona and the Banshee are more than just entertainment. They help people understand the past and preserve important cultural traditions. Although La Llorona and the Banshee come from different cultures, they share many similarities. Both legends explore universal emotions such as grief, fear, and guilt, and loss. They also demonstrate how storytelling can preserve cultural identity and connect generations. Although La Llorona and the Banshee come from different cultures, both legends remind us that stories are more than just entertainment. They preserve history, teach lessons, and connect generations to their cultural identity. As long as these stories continue to be told, the voices of La Llorona and the Banshee continue to live out live on through the people who share them. Thank you and
Thank
goodbye.
you.
Here are some videos and some sightings of La Llorona.